friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is day number 5 of the 12 Days of Christmas playlist. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes, but first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda, and this is my sweet Oliver. And if you're returning, you guys are amazing. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number 1. So I have these styrofoam balls. I think I got these from Hobby Lobby. I don't know. But, and I don't know what the sizes are because the bag didn't say it. But I'm going to just cut the ends off using this little saw from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to do, I did the bottom one with, I just cut, oh no, I cut both ends, I think, on all except for the top one. That's what it was. And then once I was done, I took the skewer. I'm going to poke it inside my snowball or my styrofoam ball. I'm going to rub Mod Podge, oh my goodness, all over it, and then I'm going to dip it into this faux snow that comes from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to make sure that the styrofoam ball is all covered with that faux snow. And once I had all 3 of them covered, I took this cutting board from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take this terry cloth towel from Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue it on. Now, see the way I glued that? If you want to recreate this, I would do a better job. I wish I would have used my Tite Bond glue in the middle and then hot glue because not all the area had the glue. And so when I put the styrofoam balls on, like this one right here, it moves around. So I did have to cut a little hole in that cloth and add a whole bunch of hot glue and then tack it down that way. So yeah, just do it that way. But anyways, I'm using Fix-All glue and hot glue on these styrofoam balls, and I'm going to glue them together. I got this hat back in 2021 from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure they still have them. If not, I know they have little packages of some snowman hats, or you can make your own. But I'm going to paint them with some little half beads that I had with my black chalk paint by Waverly. And then once it was dry, I took this ribbon and I'm just going to glue it around the base of the snowman hat. And that was an ornament, by the way, in case you didn't notice. But after that, I took some little greenery pieces that I have in my stash. I glued it on with a little berry. And then I'm going to take my little half beads. I'm going to put them on for the eyes. And then I have these little carrots that I just got from Amazon. And I'll try and have them in my Amazon store. And I'm just going to poke it right in. It had different sizes. And then I took the rest of these little half beads and I'm going to make the mouth with it. So it's like he's got a whole mouth. And then after I have those all glued on, I'm going to glue his hat onto his head. And then I'm going to take these little arms that I got from Hobby Lobby back in 2021. I think it was the same year that I got the hat. And also got a little pipe, but the pipe's a little too big for this snowman. But I'm going to glue some little trees from Dollar Tree on the side. And then I took one of these pails. You get these at Dollar Tree in the bridal section. I'm going to paint it on the outside of it black, and then I just painted a little bit on the inside black. And then I'm going to, once it was dry, I'm going to add some more of that same ribbon. This of course came from Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue it around the middle of my little pail here. And then I'm going to take some more of that ribbon and I'm going to make a little bow. I'm just going to do like a shoestring bow, like you would normally make any kind of bow here. And once I had it the size that I wanted, I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding them ends together and then cutting at an angle. And then I'm going to glue that in front of my little pail there. And then I am going to hot glue it to the front of my, on the board there in front of my snowman. Then I had these small snowballs from Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue them inside of my little bucket so that they don't fall out. And after I have them all glued in, I think I put like 4 or 5 in there. I can't remember how many. They have bigger ones too, and you'll see me use those in a little bit, but I just used the smaller ones. And then I took a wood, this is one of those jumbo craft sticks. I had it cut down, so I just cut a small piece here, painting it white. And then I took a skewer, I cut it down to the size I needed and painted it with my ink, which is black by Waverly. Then once it was dry, I took my little marker here and I am going to write snowballs, 5 cents. Inflation, I should have put 10 cents or 20 cents. And then I'm going to glue that skewer in the back and stick it in with my snowballs. Then I took the larger snowballs and I'm going to glue 3 of them here, one on 2 side by side and one on top in the middle. And that's all there was. Nope, I forgot. I had these. I got these from Amazon too. They are these adorable little cardinals. I'm going to hot glue one to his hand and I'm going to hot glue one on top of his hat. And that's all there was for this. I love how this came out. I just think it's so cute. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, it is the 12 days of Christmas and today is day number 5 and the theme is Snowman. And I am hosting this for the next few more days with my friend Jackie with Crafting in Mimi's World. Each day will have a different theme, so make sure you check out the playlist. I'll have links to that, to the playlist, and to Jackie in my description box below. Okay, DIY number 2. So I have this Chalk Couture stencil. This is new this year. It's called Back Again Someday. And I'm going to use it since this is the first time I'm using it. I am going to fuzz it. If you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, this is a self-adhesive stencil. We call them transfers, but you want to fuzz it the first time you use it so it doesn't pull up your paint. And then I took a 10-inch wood round that came from Hobby Lobby. I painted it snow white. And as you can see, I actually painted 2 of them because I originally was going to do this on an unpainted surface. I did not, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to do this stencil, and I wasn't happy with the way I did it. So I decided to just cover it like that with my Titebond glue. And then I used my little clamps here to just kind of hold it together while I finished working on it. And I'm taking Black Velvet by Chalk Couture, the paste, and I'm going to go over the whole thing with black because I wanted the base to be black, and then you'll see what I do with the rest. Now, if you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, or if you've seen me do it and you've thought about, oh, that looks interesting, or you want to give it a try, in case you don't know, I am a Chalk Couture designer, so I have a link to my page in my description box. And we have a few subscriptions. One of them is, I think it's $21.99 a month now. And you get an exclusive transfer with some coordinating chalk paste and a surface. And you can sign up for that, but you do have to sign up for at least 3 months if you do sign up for it before you can cancel. And we also have members perk, which is, I think, is 20 or 21. I can't remember if the prices have gone up, but that you get 30% off of anything you order. And then you get that $20 back in product credit. So there's links in my description box for Chalk Couture, and all the information is in there or on my page. If you have any questions, you can always email me with the questions. I'd be happy to answer them. But here I took my red paint and I painted that cardinal. I'm taking that red one was cherry. This is marmalade. I'm going to paint his little beak and his little nose with it. So I'm using just a small brush to paint on that chalk paste. And then I'm going to, of course, use that color for his nose. I'm going to also use my that black velvet, and I wanted the hat to be more of a solid color. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this with a solid color, and then I did that with the arms as well. And then I'm going to use my cherry, nope, I'm going to use, I can't remember what color this was. It's a shimmer something, and I don't think it's one that we normally carry. I think this was one of our special ones. And it's a beautiful color. I absolutely love it. But I did his eyes with that, and then I did my cherry with the scarf. And you guys, this thing is so stinking adorable. I absolutely love how this came out. But once I had that all done, I decided to take Waverly chalk paint in the color Dusk, and I decided to go ahead and paint all around my snowman. And there's a reason why. Because the stencil has snowflakes, and you're not going to see the snowflakes on white. So this is Shimmer Frost. I believe it's a new color, and that's why I wanted to go around it with that Dusk. And so I'm just going to go over that those snowflakes with that shimmer frost, and it is so stinking adorable. But anyways, I know it seems like a long way around doing all of this, and it kind of was, but man, I was having a hard time deciding how I wanted to do this and what colors I wanted to use, and yeah, so that's how it came out. So I'm going to take one of these plastic plates that come from dishes, I don't know what they call them, from Dollar Tree, and I think it's in the garden section usually. And I'm going to fill it up with some of that faux snow. And then I'm going to take my Fix-All glue and go around the rim of that, as well as some hot glue. So I'm just leaving a few gaps for my hot glue. And then I'm going to put my hot glue in there, and I'm going to add my sign to this. Now, before you add your sign, make sure you don't have any glue strings, because I did, and I can see the glue strings in there, and it drives me nuts. But anyways, once I had it all together, glued together, I'm going to take some of this lacy ribbon. It's not really lace, it's kind of papery. And I'm going to glue it all around the edge there. And I don't even know where I got this. It was in my stash. I didn't I forgot I had this. I don't even know where it came from. But I just went around the edge with that. I thought it would be cute. And then I just took some white sparkly snowflake ribbon. I'm going to staple it to the back. That's one of the reasons why I put the two together, to cover that one up so I didn't have to throw it away, but also so I could staple it in the hanger. And look how adorable he is. You shake it and it looks like he's got snow on him. I love it. I hope you do too. Okay, day number 5, and it is snowman themed. Can you see my snowman shirt? It's kind of hard to see. Anyways, I don't know why I put these on. You guys can't, the camera hits me here. You can't see all the fun pictures on my shirts. But anyways, let's get on to this video. It is snowman themed, and you guys, I have to tell you, when I asked Jackie to help co-host this with me, I had to give up the gingerbread. Oh my goodness, the gingerbread DIYs. You guys know how much I love gingerbread, but you know what I told Jackie? You are the gingerbread queen, I'm the gingerbread princess, so I will give it to you. But I do love snowman too, just not as much as Gingies. But anyways, I am happy to do snowman, and I will definitely have some gingerbread Christmas crafts coming up for you very soon, probably right after the 12 days of Christmas, because I am itching to get to some gingerbread crafts. Anyways, I could be really crazy and do gingerbread after today, but no, I can't do it. I'm just too busy. But anyways, I hope you're enjoying this playlist, and if you're new here and you enjoy today's video, I would love it if you'd become part of our YouTube family by hitting that red subscribe button. And then make sure you guys hype this video. You go in by where you like it. There should be a place that says hype. You can hype 3 videos in a week. So after a week, you can't hype any more videos until the next week. So make sure you hype mine, because it really would help me out and I would love it. So with all of that, let's continue on with this fun video. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And Flora made this cute little ghost. She's named him Gus the Ghost. It is so cute. Thank you so much for sharing that, Flora. And then we have Corrine, who also made herself a little ghost with Dollar Tree items. Great job, Corrine. You both did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for sharing. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, so DIY number 3, our final DIY, at least for this video. I'm going to take some of these wood blocks or wood rounds that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to take one of my bamboo sticks that I get from Amazon. You could use craft sticks with this as well. I'm just going to cut them down to fit behind my snowman, and then I'm going to use my Type Bond quick and thick multi-surface glue to glue these sticks to the back of my wood rounds here. And I was taking forever there. It wasn't wanting to come out. I think I had to cut the hole open, or cut it a little bit more, because that's a new bottle. Anyways, I'm going to use my finger to just kind of spread out that glue, and then I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue in between. And of course, the hot glue is for immediate hold. The quick and thick multi-surface glue is for permanent hold. I'm going to glue those to the back, and then I'm going to turn them around, and I'm going to paint just the inside, the middle part of it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. So I'm going to do this on both the top and the bottom rounds on both of them. And I just guess I thought you might need to see me painting a lot because I showed you too much. Anyways, once I have it all done, now you could do, I thought about adding some glitter to this. That'd be really cute. I ended up not doing it because it was the end of the day and I was like, I don't want to deal with glitter. But you could do that. It'd be really cute. But anyways, I'm just going to draw faces. I did the same kind of face on both of them. Just going to give it some black eyes, drew out the carrot nose, and then I'm going to use my orange paint marker to color in the nose, and then after that I'm giving little shadows in his eyes. And then I have these little snowflakes I got from Amazon recently, and I'm just going to glue 2 on the front of each of the snowman. They're a little bit off white, so they don't blend in real badly. Then I took some of this ribbon that's I think came from Hobby Lobby, but I'm just going to use it to make kind of like a scarf. So I'm just going to tie it. I'm not even going to do a full knot. I'm just doing a first step of a knot. And then I'm going to add a little dab of glue to it just to hold it in place. And then I'm just going to take my scissors here and I'm just going to cut the ends so that it kind of looks like the end of a scarf. And I'm going to do that on both of them. And then I'm going to take another one of those snowflakes and just add it to the front of the scarf. And I do that on both of them. And then I'm going to take some twine here. I'm going to put the ends together. I'm going to tie a knot on the ends. And then I'm going to just staple it in the back since that wood is thick enough. I'm going to staple it for the hanger. And that's all I did for these cute little snowmen ornaments. I just think they're adorable. I hope you do too. You have to let me know in the comment box below. The final reveal is coming up. Let me know which one was your favorite today. Jackie will be back again tomorrow. I can't even remember what her theme is, you guys. I can't hardly remember what my theme is. But anyways, I will be back the day after tomorrow with vintage DIYs. Oh, hers is gingerbread. Oh my goodness, how could I forget? So stay tuned for that. And with all that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.